Hello student, now I am going to explain Part B Lab Program 11. Write an embedded C program to interface a stepper motor and rotate it in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So stepper motor is an electromechanical device which converts electrical power into mechanical power. So they have multiple coils which is organized into groups called phases. By energizing each phase in a particular sequence, we can rotate the motor one step at a time, either clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. Coming to the applications of stepper motor, it is used in several applications, like you can find it in industrial machines like automotive gauges, and it is also used in surveillance product for security industry. It is used in medical scanners, samplers, fluid pumps, and also in consumer electronics like digital camera. So this figure shows the stepper motor. So here we will be using four-phase stepper motor. You can see that there are four coils. So denoted by A, B, C, D. We can call it as a coil or as a four-phase A, B, C, D. So by energizing these coils in a particular sequence, you can rotate the motor either in clockwise or in an anti-clockwise one step at a time. So this figure shows the block diagram of stepper motor interface. So if you look at this side, see the pins in1, in2 represents a phase A or coil A, in3, in4 represent coil B, in5, in6 is coil C, in7, in8 is coil D. So coil A is controlled by 40 pin number 60, coil B is controlled by 40 pin number 70, coil C is controlled by 40 pin number 80, and coil D by 40 pin number 90. So by applying the high pulse in a particular sequence on these 40 pins, we can rotate the stepper motor in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. So here we have a table for rotating the stepper motor in clockwise direction. So we have coils A, B, C, D controlled by the 40 pin number 16, 17, 18 and 19. So if I want to rotate the motor in clockwise, I should energize coil A first, then coil B, followed by coil C and coil D. So in the first step, coil A is energized, other three coils are all low. In the second step, coil B is energized, followed by coil C and coil D. So this is for rotating the stepper motor in clockwise direction. And for anti-clockwise direction, it is just the reverse. First we energize coil D, followed by coil C, coil B and then coil A. So this is the procedure we follow. First you need to set the pins 40 pin 16 to 40 pin 19 as output pin. That is because these pins will be controlling those four coils. So you have to set these pins as output pin by using IO0 DIR register. So here we are using IO0 because it is 40 pins. So next, clear these pins by using IO0 CLR register. Then rotate the motor anti-clockwise by energizing the coils in the sequence D followed by C, B and A. Then rotate the motor in clockwise by energizing the coils in the sequence coil A followed by B, C and D. So this is the program we have. So again here we use a delay procedure so that we can notice the rotation of a motor. So in all the Part B lab program, the same delay procedure is used. So in the main program, the first step is you need to make the pins which controls the coils as a output pins. We know that 40 pin number 16 to 19 are controlling those coils. We make them as output pins by using IO0 DIR register, that is
1.
So if I want to make 40 pin number 16 to 19 to function as an output pin, so I should place 1 on the bits 16 to 19 in IO-DIR register. So remaining will be 0. 0 is for input, 1 is for output. So the hex equivalent of this will be 0, 0, CLR register. So it will configure the port 0 pin number 16 to pin number 19 to function as output pins. So the next step is we need to clear port 0 pin number 16 to pin number 19 pins by using IO0 CLR register. The same procedure. So place 1 on bit 16, 17, 18 and 19 in this IO0 CLR register. So this will clear the pins. The next equivalent will be 0. It is same as IODIR value 0 F 0 0 0 0. So we have configured the pin 16 to 19 to function as output pins, and we have also cleared those pins. Next is I want to rotate the motor in clockwise direction. So
1.
So now let us first rotate the motor in anti-clockwise direction. So here I have chosen a for loop which continues for 50 steps, that is y less than 50. That is, we are going to rotate in 50 steps so that it will complete the rotation of 360 degree. So first for anti-clockwise rotation, the coils should be energized in the order D followed by C, B and then A. So first I should energize the coil D by placing 1 on pin number 19 of port 0. So that is done by using the IO set register. IO0 set is equal to 0x 0008 0000 will make the energizing coil D, that is pin number 9
to 1.
So pin number will be set to 90 will be set to 1, remaining will be 0. So when we convert this into hexadecimal value, we get 0, 0, 0, 8, 0, 0, 0, and 0. So when you load this value to IO0 set register, it will energize the coil D, then call a delay procedure. See that we are passing the value 100 to delay procedure. Next, you need to clear this pin 90. That is because whenever we are rotating a motor, we are going to energize one coil at a time. So if you look at the table, so only one coil will be energized, the other coils will be set to low. So after energizing coil D, next you need to energize the coil C. So before that you need to clear the pin number 19. For this we are going to use IOCLR0 and same value is placed 0x000 F0000. So this we are going to place F on pin 16 to 19. So when you place F on pin 16, when you place 1 on 16 to 19, you will get this value. So this will clear the pin 16 to 19. So next is
2, 1.
So after energizing coil D, next is you need to energize the coil C. So coil C is controlled by port 0 pin number 80. So only this pin should be set to 1. Remaining pins should be set to low. That is pin number 80. So you will get 0004 0000. So this is going to energize the coil C. Then you are going to call a delay procedure. Then clear all the 4 pins by using IOCLR register. Next, energize coil B by placing 1 on pin number 17 of port 0 because this pin is connected to coil B. So pin number 17, you will get 2. So this value will be loaded to energize the coil B. We'll call a delay procedure, then clear all the pins. Next you need to energize coil coil A by placing 1 on 40 pin number 16. So 40 pin number 16. So you will get the value 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this will make the motor to rotate in anti-clockwise 50 steps. That is, it is going to complete 360-degree rotation. So first energize coil B, followed by coil C, then B, and then A. So similarly, next let us rotate the motor in anti-clockwise. The same procedure is used. The only difference is the order in which we energize the coil. So for anti-clockwise, we energize coil D, followed by C, B, and A. Whereas for clockwise, first we energize coil A by placing 1 on pin number 16. So the hexa value is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Then we are going to energize the coil B by placing 1 on pin number 17. So this is the value we get, the same value which we got for anti-clockwise, but we are placing it in a reverse order. Next we are going to energize coil C by placing 1 on pin number 18. Then energize coil D by placing 1 on pin number 19. So this will make the motor to rotate in clockwise 50 times to complete 360-degree rotation. So this process continues in the while loop. So this is end of while, end of main.
So let us execute the stepper motor program. So in the key UVision, go to project, new vision project. Again in the desktop, create a new folder. For every hardware lab program, create a new folder. So name of this folder will be stepper. The project name will be step. So click on save. Select legacy device database LPC2148. OK. Yes, copy startup.s. Now go to file, new file. So here we have the program to rotate the stepper motor in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So according to this program, first the motor will rotate in anti-clockwise direction and then in the clockwise direction. So we have written a code to rotate anti-clockwise first 50 steps anti-clockwise and then 50 steps clockwise. Now go to source group, save this file, click on save. Again make sure that you are going to save this program inside the newly created folder, that is stepper. So I'll save this as step.c. Right click on source group 1, add existing files to source group 1, add step.c. So you can see that startup.s and step.c is added. Right click on target 1, options for target. So output, create X file, linker, use memory layout from target dialog, debug, use ulink 2/me-arm debugger, click on OK. So click on build, 0 errors, X file is creating X file. So warnings you can ignore, so there are 0 errors. Now let us upload the hex file in FlashMagick. So in the FlashMagick, make sure that the device is LPC2148, COM port is COM3, and these two will be already selected. Oscillator is 12 MHz. So you have to check erase all flash plus code RT prot. Verify after programming, then browse the hex file. Click on browse. So the X file is inside the stepper directory. Click on stepper, objects, step.x, open. Now click on start. Once you click on start, you can see that attempting to connect and finished. So once you get the finished message here, you can see that stepper motor rotates anti-clockwise first 50 steps and then the clockwise.